Wow. Oh my gosh.
We have an absolutely terrifying and highly urgent breaking weather alert for you right now, as a completely massive and highly destructive tornado has just officially touched down, actively ripping a violent path of absolute complete destruction directly through the heart of rural Minnesota today. Emergency management officials are currently operating on the absolute highest level of maximum alert, as live video footage currently pouring in from deeply terrified local storm chasers shows a completely massive, violently rotating funnel cloud aggressively churning up tons of heavy, dark soil and actively obliterating massive sections of vital local farmland. The sheer physical size and completely raw violent power of this massive atmospheric beast are absolutely staggering, as it aggressively drops out of a completely pitch-black supercell storm system, plunging quiet rural communities into absolute total terrifying darkness in the absolute middle of the day. To truly comprehend the absolute massive scale of this deeply terrifying natural disaster, you must look closely at the completely devastating and heartbreaking impact this violent twister is currently having on the incredibly hardworking local agricultural community. This massive violent storm is not just indiscriminately destroying personal property, but it is actively shredding the vital economic lifeblood of the entire region, aggressively tearing massive historic barns into absolute complete splinters and violently tossing incredibly heavy industrial farming equipment through the air like completely weightless toys. Thousands of acres of highly valuable and completely essential crops are being instantly flattened right into the mud, completely erasing entire months of incredibly grueling physical labor in a matter of a few absolutely terrifying short seconds. And the completely deafening roar of this massive twister, which deeply terrified locals are actively comparing to the terrifying sound of a massive runaway freight train, completely masks the horrifying sounds of massive structural collapse happening all across the completely devastated rural landscape. Meteorologists and highly trained severe weather experts are deeply alarmed by the incredibly rapid and highly violent intensification of this massive supercell storm system tracking straight across the Midwestern plains today. Highly advanced Doppler radar systems actively picked up a completely massive and highly terrifying hook echo signature, strongly indicating that this violently rotating column of air is completely heavily wrapped in blinding torrential rain, making it absolutely nearly impossible for terrified drivers to actually see the deadly funnel cloud actively approaching until it is far too late. The violent storm system is also actively packing completely massive, highly destructive hail and incredibly severe straight-line wind gusts that are aggressively snapping thick, heavy utility poles and actively plunging thousands of highly vulnerable rural residents into complete, total, terrifying darkness without any reliable communication. See, the immediate and highly urgent local response to this completely catastrophic weather event is already actively stretching highly dedicated emergency rescue crews to their absolute physical limits tonight. Brave local sheriff's deputies and highly trained specialized fire rescue units are currently violently battling incredibly treacherous conditions, actively trying to slowly navigate heavily blocked rural dirt roads that are completely covered in massive twisted metal, deeply dangerous downed live power lines, and heavily splintered heavy tree debris. They are aggressively rushing to manually perform highly dangerous structural integrity checks on deeply isolated rural farmhouses, desperately searching for any deeply trapped residents who might have been totally caught completely off guard by the sheer sudden violent ferocity of this massive, terrifying twister. State officials are actively issuing deeply urgent pleas, begging all curious onlookers to stay completely away from the massive disaster zone to actively allow heavy rescue vehicles to quickly access the most severely impacted areas.
I'll do it.
The incredibly tough and highly resilient local farming families of Minnesota have completely historically faced absolutely massive brutal challenges before, but the completely pure raw concentrated destruction actively left behind by this single massive tornado will absolutely take several deeply agonizing years to completely fully recover from. As the dark violent skies finally slowly begin to carefully clear, the incredibly heartbreaking and deeply shocking true magnitude of this massive regional disaster is only just now actively coming into extremely sharp, horrifying focus. Oh, the entire global community is currently holding its collective breath, actively keeping these incredibly brave, hardworking agricultural communities entirely in their deep thoughts and prayers tonight as they violently begin the incredibly, massively difficult process of aggressively rebuilding their completely shattered livelihoods from the absolute ground up. You absolutely must stay completely highly vigilant and completely informed as this completely monumental extreme weather crisis actively continues to rapidly develop. Hit that subscribe button right now, smash the notification bell, and stay tightly locked to our channel as we continuously bring you the absolute latest critical emergency updates and deeply exclusive raw, unedited survival footage directly from the completely devastated rural farmlands of Minnesota.
Look at that bowl, look at that bowl, look at that cinnamon bun right there. Your house is taking it like a champ. What just flipped right there? Yeah, okay. Hey, hand me the phone here. Got it. We're rolling. Crazy bun. There it is. Yes! You're clear of this. Send it, send it, send it. You good, Will? Yeah. The funnel! You got it? We're gonna get this, guys. We're ready to drop it down. We're good. Get ready to drop. Okay, I'm gonna drop it down, okay? We'll let it go. We're gonna get it, guys. Stay on it, Jesse. Get inside the tornado here in the Dominator. Window down. Wow, it's a big one. Keep going north. Keep going north. It's all going north. Look at those subdoors.